Okay guys, so today we are going to be making a swooshy slash swooshy whooshy sound to add to our current drum and bass song, which sounds a little bit like this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So basically that's what we've got so far. But I'm not happy yet because it sounds quite amateur and not very good. So I'm going to add some FX, okay? And this little intro is going to build into a breakdown slash build up, and then we're going to move into the drop, and I'm going to do a video on each individual section, okay? So it's actually going to be about this long. So this is what we've got to work with. If you'll zoom in, there you go. So this is how much we've got to work. We've got 8 bars, and we're going to make a swoosh sound. So the first thing we're going to do, the way I usually do it, I don't really, like, a swoosh sound is a swoosh sound after all. So I just use the 3 oscillators. In fact, we're going to make a new, go on to the next pattern quickly. So you're on pattern 4, and we've got a brand new oscillator. Don't touch these 2, leave them, and we're going to go into the waveform, and we're going to go see where it says oscillator 1 shape, and it's got like a weird squiggly line. Do that on all 3, and that's pretty much the swoosh sound. Oh god, stop! So it's like when you turn the telly. I keep on saying telly metaphors, or like the radio to like on static. That's what that is, okay? And we're gonna combine that with a few effects, because obviously that sounds pretty shit on its own. So the first thing we're gonna do is, when we've done that, we're gonna assign it to an FX. So Control L, we know the drill, and we have it on FX10. I'm just gonna bring it down to like in between the hats and the snares. My tongue really hurts. And then we're going to go over here, and I would recommend downloading the SH1 filter. I'll put a link in that, because it's actually a really nice little filter. I'm sure there's like millions and gazillions of other filters, but I really like this one. So I'm going to do it 2 ways. I'm going to do it with the FL filter if you are CBA with life, and I'm going to do the one with the SH1. So I'll just make 2 filters. So the SH1 filter, and yeah, fruity filter. Fruity filter is disgusting and it should have never been created, but we're gonna use it anyway. So before we do any of this, no, I'm confusing all of you. Okay, so we'll go back onto the pattern, and we're just gonna make a simple swooshy sound. So we're gonna open up the piano roll. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Please slow the video and sort your lives out. I'm just really hungry and want some food. But basically, go onto the piano roll and zoom out here. I'm just gonna change it into this mode. I want you guys to be using this mode, because after all, we're, as producers, we are musicians as well, kind of, sort of. We want to be anyway. So we want to be using an actual piano instead of just notes. So we're gonna zoom out even more. And if it does this to you, when I'm lazy, I just do it past like that, and then I slice it off like this, because I can. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so just get rid of that. Okay, so we've got this. Oh god. Okay, pretty simple. We're gonna do a few different versions of this. I'm gonna do the one long big sweep, which is this, and then we're gonna do a half step one. So if you do Control A, I'm gonna try and teach you the shortcuts. So Control A, and then Alt U, you'll get the chopper up, okay? We're gonna usually mine is on half step, because that's the one I use most of the time. And go to the bottom here, so it goes ch 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 ch, okay? And then just accept, okay? Really simple. So if you guys didn't get that, it's Control A, and then Alt U, and then if you haven't got half step on, just click on the load groove template, which it says up here when you do that, and then just find half step and play with the time manipulator, and then you can do that. So once that's done, you can pull it across. God damn it, I knew it would do that. So if it does that to you, you need to change the snap, okay? It does. I do this all the time, and if you don't know how to do it, it's just gonna piss you off, okay, basically. So if it does that, go on to half beat, and then it cuts up where you can do the stuff. So it pulls over here, and you get this. And the reason we're putting it on not this one is because we're going on the off beats, okay? And later tutorials I'm going to talk about step bass, which is used more in house music, but we're using like a step noise sort of thing. So yeah, basically that's that. So I'm just going to save that and put that in a separate pattern quickly. So I'm just going to go to pattern 5, and then just after I've copied it, and just do Control V, and then I'm going to go back to this one, and oh god, and just delete that and make a new big one. Okay. So we've got two. We've got pattern 4 and pattern 5, and these are going to do different things. I want to show you both because this is just the kind of basics of what you can do. You can do like a kind of stutter one, which sounds quite cool if you include panning as well. So it's like stuttering and panning, and it just makes it sound really sexy. So I will do a little thing on that at the end, but I just want to show you the basic stuff. So we're on FX10. And we're going to go into fruity filter because no one likes that. Okay, and then we go over to the cutoff frequency, and that's basically like, the way I remember it or kind of visualize it is it's like a big sieve, and when you turn that up, it makes the sieve holes bigger or smaller, and the size of the sieve holes kind of represents how much sound is getting through. If that works for you, do that. If not, then just ignore me and just know that that up means higher and that means lower. Okay. So we're going to right click. You could edit the events if you want, but we don't do that. We go to create automation clip. So what that's done is it's told the computer that we want to automate that knob on the playlist. So as you can see, something's popped up here, okay? So what we're going to do is just pull that up to the top, okay? So that means that at this point in time, the frequency filter is going to be on this point here, okay? So the graph corresponds to the kind of percentage. See, it says here, and it says on top, it'll say 100%, to the percentage of the parameter being turned up, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure if that made sense. So this sort of line corresponds to the amount that knob is at that specific time, okay? So down here it's 0, so at that point it's going to be down here, okay? But it will do it automatically, so you can change it and mess about with it, and it will change it. It'll follow that kind of pattern, okay? So that's what we're going to do for the moment, and then we're just going to put our fourth pattern on like this. And actually, I'm going to make it a little bit longer. Okay, I'm going to double the size quickly. If I'm going too fast for you, please let me know. I go fast because the more you do it, the kind of you just become like Speedy Gonzalez, and I'm trying to not be like that. I want to make sure I'm going at a good speed for you guys. And I'm actually really crazy mood. So yeah. Anyway, so we've made this pattern 4 as long as that. So if we listen to the whole thing, this is what we get. Oh my god, I hate that filter! Okay, so that filter is disgusting and ugly and I hate it. But I will use it because, you know, you guys are probably CBA with wanting to get more VSTs, but get some good VSTs, just do it. You know, just do it, just trust me. The second thing I'm going to do is resonance. I don't tend to automate the rest of the knobs because it's just, I don't really think it makes a big difference. But the resonance is going to do some cool stuff. Okay, so that's the first filter. In the next video, I'm going to do the next one, the next filter, the SH1 filter, and I will tell you how to do the chopper sexy panning effect, okay? If you need anything recovered or you don't really understand anything, just message me and I will sort it all out for you. So yeah, thanks for watching and keep watching the next videos.